Am I the asshole for refusing to give my girlfriend my social security number for a background check? Before going into the story, Happy New Year to all of you. I am a 27-year-old man, and I have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, who is 31 years old, for almost a year. Last night, she told me we needed to have a serious conversation. I was curious and a bit nervous, but then she hit me with something completely unexpected. She asked for my social security number. I was confused and immediately asked why she needed such private information. That is when she opened up about her past. Apparently, her ex-boyfriend lived a double life. He had a criminal record, never told her about it, and ended up exposing her to some dangerous and sketchy situations. Eventually, she broke up with him after finding out he had cheated. Because of that trauma, she told me, she now asks her best friend who works for the federal government to run background checks on anyone she dates. She said this was her way of ensuring her safety. Since our relationship is getting serious, she needed my social security number to run a background check on me. I totally understand her fear. It must have been terrifying for her to go through that with her ex, but I immediately said no. I told her that while I had no problem with her knowing about my past, I was not comfortable giving out such sensitive information to someone I do not know. Here is the thing, I am clean. I do not have a criminal record, not even a parking ticket. I live a pretty simple life. I go to work, study, hit the gym, play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, watch anime, and repeat. So while I had no issue with her knowing I have nothing to hide, handing over my social security number to a stranger, that just does not sit right with me. She argued that this was not about trust or privacy, but about safety. She said I could not possibly understand what women go through in relationships, and that this was her way of protecting herself. I agreed that I do not fully understand her perspective as a woman, but I stood firm. Just because I empathize with her concerns does not mean I have to sacrifice my own privacy. She tried to reassure me by saying her friend is trustworthy. He is one of her best friends and is married to her close friend. I told her I respected her opinion, but I personally do not know him. To me, that is my private information, and I do not feel comfortable giving it to someone I have never met, no matter how trustworthy they might seem. That is when the conversation took a turn. She said our relationship could not progress unless I gave her my social security number because, to her, this was non-negotiable. She even said it hurt that I did not trust her judgment in friends. At that point, I felt like she was trying to guilt me into agreeing. I got up and told her that I respected her concerns, but her past trauma did not give her the right to strong-arm me into giving her what she wanted.
I also mentioned that just because her friend works for the federal government does not automatically make him trustworthy. I used to work for the federal government, and I know firsthand that not everyone working there is perfect. I am not assuming her friend is a bad person, but I cannot just hand over something as sensitive as my social security number based solely on her word. She accused me of being insensitive and said I was not taking her safety seriously. I told her I was trying to respect both her fears and my own boundaries, but she has not spoken to me since. And I am starting to wonder, was I being unreasonable? I cannot shake the feeling that she was trying to gaslight me into giving her what she wanted. I understand why she feels the way she does, but this feels like a major violation of my trust and privacy. Am I the asshole for setting this boundary?